Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to know if you've caught low of day or basically just how to know when to hold runners or just hold your full position, right? So it's very simple. We're just going to be looking at equilibrium um, and market maker models, right? So we're not going to try to overcomplicate it so you guys can get the gist of everything, but let's just say this is your market maker model, right? Come down here, and then, this is going to be our drawn liquidity, which is actually very, very close to what we have here, right? So notice how these swing lows don't get returned to, like ever, until we hit that drawn liquidity. That's because these are protected lows, right? And the reason why they're protected lows is because protected lows are the lows that rebalance the whole range. So we look here, right? We turn off my magnet here. We look here, we come up, we set this high, and then we get this low that comes down into this range and we rebalance this range, right? And we come up, do the same thing again, and then it's not until we hit this drawn liquidity that will head lower, right? So if we use the price action for this week, here's our low of the week, and we can use this entire range to determine our equilibriums and which swing lows will be returned to versus which ones aren't, right? So we come here, right? We take this low to this, I mean this high to this low, and guess what we do? We come up, we rebalance this entire range, leave a swing low, and then we head higher, and this low doesn't get returned to up until we take out the drawn liquidity, right? So we do the same here, do the same thing here. We take out this low, we come to this high, and guess what? Swing low here, equilibrium of the range, doesn't get returned to. Now we keep going, we take this low, take this next high, equilibrium of the range, doesn't get returned to, right? And it's not until we hit our drawn liquidity right here that we switch, and now all these lows are getting taken out. All these lows are getting taken out. So it's pretty simple. Now, when finding a trade, it's pretty simple. This is how you're going to structure your trade around it. So let's use our pathing again. So when you see this and you understand the drawn liquidity, right? This is what's essentially going to happen. We're going to have our swing high, and this is why I like trading inversions. We're going to have our swing high, and then we're going to have our swing low, right? So typically, you want this to be in a fair value gap, right? So we got this bullish gap here, and you want the manipulation to have a bearish gap, right? So we come up, we hit this fair value gap, we rebalance the range, and then we inverse this fair value gap, and then we just come up, and then you set your stop loss here, right? Now, there are going to be like highs between here that will set, right? Highs right here, whatever, right? And a lot of you typically like to take TP right here, TP right here, right? But as long as you have a drawn liquidity for the 4 hour. So if we look on the 4 hour, like this is our 4 hour drawn liquidity. This is our daily drawn liquidity. You know what I mean? Like we all know we're eventually going to come up here. So if you base your trades based off of this drawn liquidity, you should know that when we come down, right? When we come down after taking this high, we're really just going to be rebalancing this range, right? So that's when you typically want to take your partials right here, and then you can hold the rest, and then when we come down, you don't have to worry because we're just rebalancing the range, and then we head higher, right? So that's essentially it. We'll get into protected lows and protected highs and how to use the right rejection blocks in my next video. But for now, that's just how we're going to be looking at catching low of day and when to hold your runners.